the first card you have of your past is Justice. So, yeah, I'm seeing someone who could have been forced to accept that they were responsible for something. And I'm seeing that for a long time, this person not only refused to accept that they were responsible for whatever this was, but they could have even been denying that they even had any involvement in whatever this was. I'm actually seeing someone running away. Not literally running away, but someone who was trying to kind of run away from being found out about something. And I'm also seeing money around this. I don't know why. It might be they owed someone money or something like that around this. And I'm seeing that then they were forced to face up to something. It was like they couldn't run anymore. They just had to face up to whatever this was. Now, they had to face up to whatever this was on a practical level. That's why I might be seeing money around this. It was something that they had to do practically. But I'm actually seeing that, they were finally doing what they had to do. This was what they had to do. But then maybe they were hiding all of this from people that they wanted to impress. Obviously, they're not proud of whatever they've done. This is something quite bad that they're really not proud of because they're trying to hide it, or they were at this time. They'd rather keep quiet about it. So, of course, it's fine to not want to discuss things with people if you don't want to. But this was a bit different to that. This was like they wanted to give off a completely different impression of who they actually truly were. So it was like they were trying to pretend that they were all this fantastic, great person, lovely, nice person and everything to all these new people. But actually the truth was quite different. It was quite a fundamental thing to their personality, and they weren't admitting this to people. That's what I'm seeing. And you could have been observing this for some reason. You knew this person, you could see this all happening to this person, and they meant something to you once, and that's why this person's in this reading. They mean something to you. You're thinking about them. That's why I'm seeing them. The next card you have for your past is the Five of Cups. So maybe this was this could have been an ex, or this could have been someone who you were with and then you separated from, or something like that. I keep on seeing someone who runs away from their responsibilities, especially financial responsibilities. I keep on seeing money coming up all the time with this. Now, I don't know if they owed you money, or they had to pay something, or there was something, they were legally bound to do something. It was something like that. And yes, this was catching up with them. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is I'm seeing a really, really sad situation. I'm actually seeing a situation where you lost someone, and for a long time you really couldn't shake off this horrible sense of loss. It was very, very sad for you, and I don't think you'll ever totally get over whatever this was, but things did start to improve for you after the initial loss, and you started to pick yourself up and things like that. And then, when you started to pick yourself up, I'm seeing you realise that there are actually some good things around you. I'm seeing that a lovely, some kind of really nice gift came to you. Now, it might not be a kind of a traditional gift wrapped up in a box with a bow. I'm trying to say box with a bow, not box with a bow. But it might be a gift, someone could have given you some other kind of a gift. I don't know, it might be a gift of something emotional, or it might be a child even. It could be something like that. It could be something other than a material thing. But yes, some really nice gift came out of this, and also a really nice special person came out of this, I'm seeing. It took you a long, long time to realise that you had to... I'm seeing that you had to go through a really, really difficult time. You went through a very, very, very difficult time, and you didn't see these gifts or this person, or you didn't notice anything was really good about your life at all. It was all terrible. And then you kind of picked yourself up, got yourself out of this, and then you realised the special person and the special gift was there for you. That's what I'm seeing. You went into a much more positive phase after that really negative one. So the last card you have your past is the Magician. So yes, I'm seeing that this new person, this special person that kind of materialized for you after this terrible time, they could have helped you to see things in a totally new way, I'm seeing, because I'm seeing them helping you to kind of grow into yourself, if that makes sense. I hope that doesn't sound too cringy, but they did help you to see what you're actually able to achieve. Because for a long time, you might not have had a lot of confidence in yourself. But then after you picked yourself up and that person helped you, your confidence started to grow again and come back again. And some of this is due to this person. They're really helping you to grow your confidence again. And maybe that's why I was seeing this was such a special person, because anyone that does that is a very special person. And they're probably still around you, I'm seeing. The first card you have for your present is the Two of Swords. So, yes, I'm seeing you feeling... Yes, you're feeling some frustration, a lot of frustration over this person in the Justice card. They're a very frustrating person. I feel very frustrated thinking about them. Yes, even though they kind of faced up to whatever it was and they were forced to, they still weren't facing up to things outwardly. Again, I'm seeing the same kind of thing in this card. I hope this makes sense. I keep on seeing money around this for some reason. So maybe it could have been a fine that they had to pay or something like that, or that was some kind of enforced thing that they had to pay. I'm seeing that, yes, whatever this was, obviously they weren't willing to do this. They were forced to do this. They had to do this. And they could have been trying to keep this a secret from some of these new people around them. There's a crescent moon above this woman in this card, and sometimes the moon can symbolize secrets. But the way that she's holding these two swords is kind of showing me that this person doesn't want certain people to get too close to them. They want to have lots of people around them. They like to kind of be all happy and fun and joke and whatever and have lots of people around them and be popular. They don't want people to get too close to them, because if they get too close to them, they're going to find out what the secret is, and they're trying to hide a part of themselves from people. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm also seeing that maybe in the past this person tried to make you look like the bad person and tried to make them look like the good person. Because that's what they do. They like to kind of hide and kind of manipulate people and kind of give a false impression of things. That's what I keep on seeing around this person. So that's why, you're happy to see them having to face up to these things. But you're kind of, again, I'm seeing you're just observing what's happening with this person. So the next card you have, your present, is the World. So this person who helped you to change in the Magician card, this could be someone who you're coming into a relationship with, or this might be a friend or something like that, or it might be someone you're already in a relationship with. It's something like that. Whoever this is, they're very, very close to you. They have a very, very close special bond with you. That's what I'm seeing. Now, at this time, I'm seeing that you could be coming into another phase in your relationship with this person. Either your friendship, if this is a friend, your friendship could be becoming closer. Or if this is a love connection, this connection might be becoming a lot stronger than it was. Or you could be, if you're in a relationship, you might be moving in together, getting married, anything like that. That's another kind of phase, another level kind of in your relationship. So what I'm seeing is whoever this is, they're really, really good for you. And again, anyone who builds up your confidence after you've been really down and going through some terrible things, they're a really good person to have around you. They're very strong for you. They help you to be strong. And also, as I was seeing in the Magician card, the Magician is about manifesting anything you like. And that's what this person helped you to realize, that really you had the ability to do what you wanted. You could manifest whatever you wanted because, they were giving you your confidence back. And when you have your confidence back, that's when you're able to manifest. So that's what I'm seeing again. The last card you have for your present is the Three of Pentacles. So yes, again, I'm seeing this is about this person, this really special person. This is really beautiful. I'm getting a really, really beautiful feeling around this card. This person is still helping you. They're still supporting you. And it's like you're working together with them it's like, you're perfect together. And I'm looking at these three coins going around, and I'm seeing that they're kind of turning around like cogs, three wheels, three cogs turning around like a piece of machinery. So I'm seeing that, you fit in perfectly together, you work together perfectly, like a machine almost, perfectly. And you turn around perfectly, you fit in together perfectly, and you make things, you create beautiful things together. It's really, really beautiful. And, I'm also seeing this as you feel particularly special about this connection because it's a contrast to the way you were treated in your past by someone. I'm seeing in your past someone might have looked down on you, because if you look at this card, there are three people in this card and one person's up high and the other people are down. So I'm seeing, one person might be looking down to the other people or the other person. So that's how someone treated you. They might have belittled you even, or they might have, not really listened to you or something like that, treated you like you weren't very important. So now that you've experienced that, and maybe that's another reason why your confidence was down, and now you've met this new person or this other person and they're the opposite, you're really looking at this contrast and you're really appreciating this new person even more. So this is really beautiful. So the first card you have for your future is the Eight of Swords. So yes, I'm seeing censorship in this card, not being able to kind of express yourself or speak up or something like that. Now this is following on from the Three of Pentacles, because I'm seeing that this person in your past used to kind of either stop you from speaking or saying things or making you look as if your opinion wasn't very important. It was something like that. That's what you went through in your past. And now, at this time in the future, this is what this same person is experiencing themselves now. It's censorship, but it's self-censorship, if that makes sense. And they feel that they have to do this for themselves because they're hiding things from people. They can't be themselves. They can't talk about themselves. They can't say, I went through this, I did that, I'm doing this, because they're hiding things from people. I'm seeing that all the way through this reading. So yes, they're still going to do this. They're trying to impress some people, and that's why they're not saying anything about what's going on. They're specifically trying to impress one person. This might be someone who they're in a relationship with. It's someone they're very close to, but they're not really close to them. They're not really close to them because they can't open up and be themselves to them. That's what I'm seeing. So, they're still not themselves. And I'm seeing that eventually they'll probably be found out because, you can only put on this act for a short time. And then inevitably, eventually, people are going to find out the true person after a while. And what I'm seeing is they'll probably move on. When people find out what they're like, they'll just move on. They've done it before. They'll probably do it again in the future. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your future is the Hermit. So I'm seeing this could be a message to actually try to, you are actually already doing this outwardly, but inwardly you might not be doing this. This is about taking the high road, because if you look at this Hermit, he's up on a, you probably can't see it because I'm covering it, but he's up on a kind of a cliff, up on the snow. He's up high. We're looking from down below up at him. So he's up high. So this is saying, take the high road. Take the high road, even if it's only in your mind, because I'm getting the sense of you thinking quite a lot about this person. Obviously, they're in this reading. They're all over this reading. So you're thinking about them a lot. You still are going to be thinking about them a lot, thinking about, are they going to be caught out? Look at what they're doing. They were horrible to me. They're still being like that. Thinking all these things about them. Now, try not to think too much about them. Don't put your energies into them. You have so much positivity coming to you in your future, because I can see that you've got the Magician. You're able to manifest whatever you want. You have the Magician. And also you have this really, really special person in your life that cares about you, who supports you. And you have a lot of other people in your life as well. So concentrate on them. Focus on them. Put your energies into people who deserve your attention. Not this person, this false person from your past. So the last card you have for your future is the Two of Pentacles. Yes. So this is about them again. This is about this person who I'm telling you to not think about, and now I'm making you think about them again because they're coming up again in this last card. So I'm contradicting myself, I know. But what I'm seeing in this card is that, I'll lift it up so you can see. So yes, this person's juggling all of these things. He has one thing in one hand, the reality is in one hand, the fantasies in the other hand. He's spinning them around and around. He's spinning stories around to these people who he's trying to impress, he or she or whoever this is. I'm saying he because there's a man in this card. And sooner or later, they're not going to be able to keep this up in infinity. There's an infinity symbol around these pentacles. They're not going to be able to keep this up. They can't keep this up forever. They're going to drop all the balls, fall over. It's going to happen to them eventually. And, you know, again, don't spend a lot of time thinking about this person. Look at where they are and look at where you are. You have the Magician, they have the Two of Pentacles. Who's better off? And they're going to fall over into the water. Just ignore them and concentrate on yourself and your loved ones. That's what I'm seeing here.